Hey, what's up everyone? Mail day action going on. It's piling up. Got some things in here. 2023 Bowman Chrome University break. Did a lot of it last year. Actually like the design a lot more this year than last year. Got some random things I've been accumulating. Let me get a little bit of some organization here and kind of buzz through these real quick. Just some things I've been buying. Yeah, I know. Couple bucks each on these. What? Couple bucks each on these Joviches as well. Rada. Cooper Bowman, Aiden Hutchinson. This one was $11 actually. It's numbered for $149 there. There's just some lower end stuff here. That was a few bucks. This Ritter was $8. I think I might have shown that in a previous video. Seems like maybe I did. Some Prism Black. Silvers, just went back and picked up a couple guys that I didn't have as many of. Thanks to my boy Tedo for the hookup on that one. Nice card. Thanks, brother. Nice patch here. Dylan Beavers. This is actually to 50. It's Leaf. $12 for that. And there was a similar patch that had more of the logo in it. Thing went for like 40 bucks. Same thing, numbered to 50. So when it comes to how the patches look, it matters. They were all over that. Another Beavers. Some more beavers. Obviously, I was beaver hunting. Low-cost beaver hunting this time. I'm not really into the high-end beaver in terms of having to pay that much money for it. I'd rather pay for low-end beaver and take my chances as to whether I'll be satisfied with it or not. Bowman Chrome University. Shimmers here. I like these shimmer cards. Actually, if you haven't seen these, they have a shimmer in the logo for those cards that are that. Watch, I'll show you an example one that isn't. All right, so this one isn't. See how the logo doesn't have it? Whereas these ones, it does, right? So just a couple bucks each for these. Bought those in conjunction with this card, this Donovan Smith auto. He's the Houston QB now. He transferred. Having a decent year, junior. He's a big guy, 6'5", 241. I would say that's kind of like Culpepper size. Not saying he's going to amount to anything, but what would you rather look at? A guy with kind of ideal QB size or some 5'10" guy, right? If you're trying to speculate. Etienne auto, gold to 50, 23 bucks. This Damian Martinez, green to 99. And that Etienne is last year's 2022. This is the 2023 design. So, I don't know. I like the 2023 design a little bit better. Pretty clean, in my opinion. But to 99 on him, that one was $17. And then this Dallas Turner, that one was 12 bucks. He is projected to be a high first-round pick at this point. Buzz through a couple more things, and then we'll bust these open. I haven't opened them, as you see. I love opening stuff on camera, just waiting to open it with everyone. More football action here. A couple bucks each on these cards. Here, these autos. This Terrace Marshall, I think, was about 6 or 7 bucks. A couple Tutu Atwell. Clearly Don Russ autos here. Those were 10. Same with this Nico Collins. More Nelson Rada action. Ousmane Zhang. Joe Lampe. All of these came from the same seller, Quick Consign, as you see here. And like I said, those cards were on average a few bucks each other than the ones I mentioned. I have a couple huge orders coming from them. One had 40 cards and then another had 39, mostly all autos. So that'll be on the next mail day video. A couple slabs real quick. Got this Jason Morabel, Rangers prospect. This is his auto number to 250 from Inception. $26.59 for that one. And this Davison de los Santos to 99, just a green shimmer. Actually, I almost paid like 50 bucks for that thing. 50 bucks for that thing, but he's a pretty highly rated prospect in the D-back system. All right, first package, let's get into it. 11 players, $73 as you see there. Let me bust this bad boy open real quick. So that's what, $650-ish per player. Nice gold envelope. Ooh. With breaks, you're almost always looking at negative ROI. Okay, so he's got... Okay, there's different stuff going on, so these are kind of mixed up. They're not per player. You see a Corey Foreman auto. I think that one's going to be numbered. All right, so let me go ahead and, holy shit, did I really? Oh, you're going to see something here. This is why you hit breaks. Maybe this isn't the player you're looking for, but this is a little something. This will be my second one of these you'll see. But with breaks, you're hoping to get some auto, get some low-numbered stuff. Let me organize this real quick. And this is AMT. They're out of Michigan. I've talked about them before. I've done baseball stuff with them. Did some Bowman U last year with them as well. I've been happy with just the packaging and everything. You know, you can't control the hits that come out. But in terms of how they package stuff, I am definitely happy with it. Both of these orders from AMT. Then I have another one that's on the way. And then there's actually another break that I'm going to jump in today, try to win some players from another gentleman I've talked about in the past, and I'll show their information, Mitch's box breaks. So that'll be another video. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and organize these real quick by player, so then we can kind of go through it. If you saw last year's, this was last year's, this is how they looked all the way around, just plain old gray borders versus this year. Team colors, and granted, this was the first year doing it with the logos, team names, everything like that, but they really stepped it up this year. Huge improvement from year 1 to year 2, like I said, in terms of the licensing and everything. So definitely like seeing those cards this year versus last year. Porcelain gray. Thomas is a wide receiver from LSU. Braylon Trice, defensive end from Washington. Monterey Baldwin, so wide receiver from Baylor. Not sure why he bothered to card save. Just a base card. Donovan Jackson, offensive tackle from Ohio State. So just a bunch of base action here. Then you've actually got a refractor, not numbered on those. And there's something here I'll show you that they actually did as well. We'll step it up from last year to this year. And if you know Topps Chrome, then you'll recognize it right away. Shaz Preston, wide receiver from Alabama. Another base card there. And one thing I would say, the drawback this year is set. 200 cards set. Last year, 100 cards only. If you're bidding on a 2-case break like I was with all of these, you're basically getting the same number of cards that you would in a 1-case break last year. So bid accordingly. Makai Lemon, wide receiver, USC, bunch of base here. Then a refractor. Could have top loaded that one instead of some of those base cards. Just saying. Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver from Texas. Again, more base and then a refractor. I did notice that color seemed harder to hit as well in a couple breaks of this that I watched. Jason Marshall, corner from Florida. Some base and then a refractor. Nice little refractor auto. Numbered to 499. Corey Foreman, defensive end, USC. Just some base stuff here. But we've got a couple of the parallels. The shimmer, not numbered. And got the magenta auto of him, numbered to 150. Dorian Singer, wide receiver from USC, was one of the top wide receivers in the nation last year, transferred over from Arizona. Hasn't really gone according to plan for him this year, we'll say that. Got Layden Robinson, guard from Texas A&M. Some base stuff here. And we'll get to the Big Daddy here in a second. Refractor on him, as much as it could be a Big Daddy for an offensive guard. But this is what I was talking about. This is what they started doing. X-Fractors. They didn't have these last year, so they stepped it up. And that's how it is from year 1 to year 2. You kind of expect kind of a big jump, and I'd say they did it. Set size goes up. Color seems to be tougher to pull, but you do have a little bit more in the way of parallels and refractors and stuff like that. And this one, I was wondering why it was in a magnetic case. It's actually a 1 of 1. Layden Robinson, 1 of 1. Now he just needs to go on and have a Hall of Fame career. He needs to be Jonathan Ogden, Joe Thomas, that kind of guy. 1 of 1. This is actually my second 1 of 1 ever. Hit both of them from AMT in breaks. The other one was out of 2022 Bowman, and it was a scrub who was 21 and couldn't even perform in rookie ball or low A ball, so the White Sox cut ties with the guy when I last checked. So that 1 of 1 is worth nada, basically, but Layden Robinson, 1 of 1. So that is it for that first break, 11 players, $73. Let's get into this big one here. It's got 21 players, $202 I spent. This came separately. I assume they forgot to put something in with that order. So let me get that out, get it all organized, and I'll come back and show you what I got. All right, got all this stuff sussed out finally. Some work. Adonai Mitchell once again. Base and refractor. Kind of try to buzz through these here quickly. Ruben Owens, cool guy pose. You'd think he was on an overhyped Colorado team with that pose. Nothing wrong with a little personality, though. Dorian Singer once again. Malachi Starks of Georgia. A little refractor action here on the front. Then some base. Layden Robinson. Already hit the 1 of 1, so what else do I want, right? Damian Martinez. You see some refractor action there. You saw his auto earlier. Chris Vezina, quarterback at Clemson, freshman, pretty highly touted. Refractor, and then some base. Took a gamble on Iowa State quarterback Hunter Deckers. Base and refractor there. Corey Foreman. You saw him earlier in the video as well. And I've picked up some autos of his that are on the way. Caleb Downs, safety from Alabama. Makai Lemon, pretty highly touted recruit. Here locally, actually. Went to high school at Los Alamitos, which is about 20 minutes from where I live. A couple refractors in there. We hit this to $2.99 refractor of him. Freshman this year. Not really playing much, so should see what he's all about next year and the years after that. Jurion Dickey, Oregon, wide receiver. And what was in that gold envelope was these Ramblin' Man cards. There's a couple more inside of here. Like I said, he probably just discovered that he forgot to include them in the package. So that's why they came separately. All right, getting on to some of the better stuff now. Marshawn Lloyd. You got some base, and then you've got the Ramblin' Man insert in here as well. But nice auto. It's a base auto. Malik Benson, wide receiver, Alabama, hit the X-Fractor, and auto, where those were to 150. Keon Keeley, the defensive end from Alabama. There's some base stuff here. And then actually got a green little shimmer action there, number to 99, and a base auto. This card is in here just by itself. He's a player I won, so it was impossible that it would just be by itself. I didn't see it in the others. Just trying to buzz through real quick here. Just trying to look back through here and see if it was in one of these other stacks, maybe with some other Alabama players. No. Yeah, I'll have to go and triple check and see, and if they forgot it, then I'll have to contact the seller about that. Got a couple offensive linemen here. Pretty highly rated guys. Should be coming out in the draft 2024. Olu Fashanu, Penn State. It's a guard. Hit his auto. Base. Blake Fisher, the tackle from Notre Dame. Bunch of base. Got a refractor. Hit a shimmer. And a refractor auto to $4.99. All right, down to our last few players, and we'll wrap it up here. Brian Thomas, again, wide receiver from LSU. Some base action. Hit a gold. Those are to 50. And as you see here, all first Bowman. And then got a refractor auto of his as well. So to $4.99. Refractor autos to $4.99. All first Bowman, that's what I'm chasing. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if people are quick to jump on this in terms of prospecting like they do with baseball. I don't think it'll ever get to that level. There's Jaden Ott, running back from Cal. Nice purple shimmer. Those are not numbered. Refractor auto to $4.99 to $150. It works for me. I'm into Bowman first for baseball, so it's kind of a natural transition. Johnny Wilson, good wide receiver out of Florida State. Some base and some refractor. And a green to 99 and base auto. So that was $202 on that one, and then another $73 on the first one. Did you get your $275 worth? Like I said, the ROI is hardly ever there. If you're buying this, like I said, getting into breaks, keep in mind, double the size of the set from last year. Probably better off selecting certain players, maybe going after parallels and chrome autos, but you never know. You can hit a 101 like I did, get lucky. But again, that 101, is that guy going to go to the hall? I don't know. My advice with this is always, if you have the money, throw it out there, do a little degeneracy. It's no different than a little bit of gambling if you got the extra scratch. But ultimately, your ROI is probably not really ever going to be there. Occasionally people win, but probably 90% of the time it's a negative. Again, like I said, if you're buying into this stuff, just make sure you know set size is doubled. So if you were looking last year versus this year, kind of adjust your price and your bid amounts accordingly. Take care, everyone. Be well.